I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, seeing me for the first time, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back. Listen, guys, I made a video about my thoughts about how things went with the Tory Lanez trial, and how I think he could have avoided the whole situation. And you guys can check that out. But I want to move to the opposite side of the spectrum and talk a little bit about Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah, she was victimized and she was shot, but I mean, as far as that, it is what it is. But I want to talk a little bit of, today, guys, about just the culture that we deal with nowadays. The black culture, I think, is killing us. I mean, our culture is killing us. It's like we going backwards in time. And it seems like the more gutter, more ghetto, more outrageous, the better. And it's like this is starting to turn into normalcy. You can look all around and you're just starting to see a whole bunch of people acting up. Just doing crazy stuff. You see a whole lot of women acting up, doing wild, crazy stuff. And the reason why I brought that up is because getting into this video, I thought back and I was looking on YouTube after I made that video. I was looking on YouTube about a whole bunch of, what people are saying about it. Because when I make my videos, I try to give my perspective before I go and look at what somebody else is talking about. And, it's a lot of things I didn't know, as far as the trial and stuff like that. And in this video, I want to talk a little bit about Meg. Okay, now he's been convicted and all of that, right? Now he hasn't got his time yet. But I'm interested in thinking about how she feels about the situation. Another thing is how you think your career is going to be after all of this has transpired. I don't even know if she cares or not. But guys, I want you guys to drop me a comment. Do you think her career is going to take a hit? Because according to street rules and stuff like that, you snitched. You said it on your live. You got mad at him. Emotions got involved. I guess he was saying something that you didn't agree with. And you was like, yeah, from your own lips. Yeah, I'm going to say it right now. You shot me. A lot of women is, giving her flack for a lot of stuff she said. They're calling her a liar. Whether you believe she's a liar or not, I don't even want to get into that. But today, I'm going to talk about, one thing I do got a problem with. And is this. It was an article written about her and her talking about, oh, black women are disrespected all over the place. And, she's speaking out for black women and all that stuff. Okay, I got one question. And I'm going to try to keep my emotions in check. You be speaking about black women and stuff and all about them when you be making your videos? When you shaking your ass? When you half naked? When you in videos touching your hair 5 times every 6 seconds? How is that empowering to women that look like you? And that's the problem I got, man. It's like a hypocritical, sometimes it's like a hypocritical culture we got. We say one thing, do something else, and then when somebody says something about it, everybody's like, oh, don't say nothing about that, or you're a sellout or something like that. I mean, come on, man. What's right is right. I've seen videos of her multiple times, and I ain't never seen none positive. I ain't never seen none with real clothes on. The bottom line is this, and people emulate people that they idolize. When I was younger, man, it wasn't really a lot of female rappers, and if they was female rappers, they had to contend with rapping, with dudes. And it's probably the same now, but it wasn't as many star-studded, mega rappers as it is now. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, to name a few. And these people have huge fan followings. A lot of young girls come up seeing them. Now, Glorilla's the next one. But it's it's controversy with every one of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can't win for losing. It's like you talking about empowerment and stuff like that, and that's a good thing. You know, if you feel it's a problem need to be addressed, don't just speak on it. Walk the walk, man. And it's like, man, the situation with Tory Lanez and all that stuff, same with him. You know what I'm saying? There's videos of him running around here punching people in the face and all kind of crazy stuff, man. Come on, man. Come on. It's like they get these characters and like envelop themselves in these characters and like become the real thing. And then it's real funny where, you know, you hear all this, oh, you know, they talk tough and thug this and all that. And then when some thug shit happen to you, you look stupid. Or like, you know, people out here just doing crazy stuff. And then they in the courtroom, eyes bugged out. They don't know what's going on. Now you're a regular person again. Like you didn't see that coming? We can say all we want to say about it's somebody else's problem that we in the position that we in, when a lot of us had a first hand in our own destruction. She's sitting up here talking about, and that's my issue. She's sitting up here talking about the empowerment of black women and all this stuff. I ain't never seen you do nothing positive in a video or anything that had a real message besides something stupid. And I mean, that might be what you got to do to sell records and all that stuff, you know. But I mean, you got to question yourself if that's really what you want to do. Is you really trying to be a bastion for change? Because it seems like you just like everybody else. And everybody that's sitting in here that likes Meg, I'll probably hear it in the comments section. But you got to ask yourself this. What do you see positive about her that you could look at her and just see her? Especially from a male standpoint. That's why, like, you know, women that are like that, they remind me of strippers almost. Where it's like, you know, it stains your image. Like a man can never see you without sexually thinking about you in a certain way because of your body of work. Like I just seen her without makeup on. I was like, damn, that's how she looked without no makeup on. Not saying she was ugly, but she was just truly regular. Like me, I call makeup war paint. You know what I mean? Because it's like you put that on, you be battle tested. Like you can look on TikTok and you can look on another thing. A lot of people know what I'm talking about. Yeah, show a transformation. A person that looked like the back of a cast iron frying pan and then put the makeup on and be looking like a totally new being. And it's like, you know, makeup has its benefits and all that stuff, but how do you let somebody really see who you are if all you do is portrayed a certain way? I don't understand it. Like I was telling my son, when you see somebody, right? You know, when you see a woman or whatever like that, and you gotta, when you look at her and you see her body of work, or like you see, like, oh, she got a fat behind or something like that. I mean, men are physical beings, true enough. But if that's all you can think about when you see somebody, as far as potential, how they can make you feel when you up against them, that's the wrong choice for you. A lot of young girls watch these people, you know, these celebrities. And that's the thing, it's like, you know, we got these rappers and we got all of these entertainers out here. And it's like, for some reason, most of them more concerned about just making money than understanding that the fan base that watches them, most of it is children. You know, especially in the black community, we don't be having no parental guidance and all that stuff. Hell, grown-ups be playing all kind of music. How you think kids learn to cuss most of the time? It's like, man, our culture's killing us, man. And it's like, you know, it took generations for us to get to where we are right now. In a negative light, it's going to take generations to fix this. This ain't no overnight fix. And I'm not coming at her about, you know, her being shot in the foot, and I don't care what happened, what led up to it, what it is. But I mean, going by her character or her body of work, she come off hood, ghetto. You know what I'm saying? The long flowing hair, the crazy eyelashes, the outlandishness. And a lot of young ladies follow into that because they idolize and they think that's normal. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. A lot of y'all old enough to remember this. And it wasn't even that long ago. Remember back in the day, people used to be like, oh man, plastic surgery, That's a non-black thing. Now it's like all of a sudden, I don't even know where it started from. It's like an influx of people running to the DR and getting fake implants in hotel rooms. And all. It's like we done took the whole thing over and blew it out of proportion. And it's like now you got a lot of people out here that don't feel secure if their butt is not big or they ain't built a certain way and all of this stuff. Then some of them get the work done and all of a sudden still don't take care of their body and get big with the surgery. You look crazy. But guys, man, all I'm saying is this, man. And it seems like I'm going off on a tangent. Man, we got to do better in our culture. We do. We do. You said, I mean, a lot of stuff she said contradict. You didn't want to see the man get killed. That's why you said you stepped on glass and the police is out there. And, you know, when the police come, they're going to be aggressive. It's a rash of black people getting killed at this time. Well, why would you act a fool in the car to have the police come? Why wouldn't either y'all use reserve? It's like we get mad and then we forget about reality and then come back to reality and expect everybody to understand that we were just mad. At what point in adulthood is that intolerable? I've been upset to the highest level of passivity, but I still kept my bearings because I know I don't want to end up somewhere I don't want to be. It's just one of them things, man. I just had a problem with the situation of her talking about, oh, black women is getting upheld and disrespected all over. You part of that. You part of that. Because people emulate what they see you doing on screen, thinking it's reality or trying to be like you, and they disrespect themselves. I mean, keep it real. You the one wearing them clothes. You the one shaking your ass. You the one saying them nasty ass lyrics. You don't think little kids is watching you? And then it's like, you know, a lot of people say, well, look, you might not have talent. Then if you got to rap like that, you might not have talent. But I mean, and I understand a little bit from the perspective of, and I'm not going to like shit totally on her. Like, I understand from the perspective of you want to be noticed and you want to be a certain type of, you want to get a certain type of energy when you rapping like a male rapper, because a lot of female rappers grow up emulating male rappers that they like, because I mean, it's the thing is dominated by men anyway. But now, you know, you got these big mega stars like Meg Thee Stallion and all this other stuff. Now you got these next generation of kids coming up behind them, seeing them, and it's a lot of female rappers. And I'm telling you, 10, 20 years from now, it's going to be crazy with these female rappers with some of the stuff they saying and doing. You mark my words. And the outlook is not good for us. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't understand, or a lot of younger people don't notice, and older people to tell you this. All the rap music you like and all this stuff, like you say, I always like rapping this, that. Once, after a while, it's just like a rapper when he gets old. The game of passing by. So it happened to you too, listening to it. After a while, it'll get beyond you where you like, I don't even know what the hell's going on no more. I can't mess with this kind of music. And it fades out. And then it's for the next generation. You know? And it's like, we just got to do better. But I mean, my situation with her is I don't think she's a victim. I mean, she was a victim of getting shot. But I mean, part of that situation was her being herself. Because if you listen to her talk on these lives and all this other stuff, and when she get turned up, it's exactly what I thought it was. A whole bunch of mouth and craziness. And I think it just led to what it is. She emotional. He emotional. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be fighting people because they ain't shake his hand and all this other crap. So, I mean, he got a little bit of funniness with him, too. Now, do he deserve to go and be locked up and all of that stuff and take all them years? I don't know. I wasn't there. But I know as a man, he shouldn't have pulled no gun on no chick that was just running her mouth to you. It ain't like she attacked you and you had to fight for your life. You know? Got your dad up there all looking all crazy and sounding stupid and stuff. But, things are what they are. But man, I just want to be honest with you, man. We got to get control of this culture we have, because it's getting really out of control and it's causing a lot of division between, you know, us as older folk trying to understand and younger folk trying to just be heard. Because I think it's a lot of influx of rappers right now. And a lot of kids want to be rappers. I don't even think it's from the music aspect no more or the money. I think it's that a lot of young men and women just want to be heard. They're not being heard. They feel as though they're not being heard. Because if you really look at it, rap been the same thing it always been. Yeah, ask somebody, why you want to be a rapper? And they'll say what? Oh, I just want to tell my story. It's 1,000,001 people that got stories that they want to tell in the hood. We got to fix it. But anyway, man, I'm Stock Market Steve. I just figured I'd drop some of what was on my mind. And man, we got a culture that seems like it's going backwards. And, you know, everybody talking about, oh, well, you know, something's wrong. But, you know, we got to come up with some real bona fide solutions to fix it. And it might be some solutions to fix it. But what we have to do is take little steps to get to the next step. But we got to figure out what step one is. And I mean, the division between men and women, you know, black men and black women is bull. We got to get over that. That's the first thing. You know, we're not enemies. We're in the same boat. I mean, things are what they are, though. But, as always, guys, man, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I just want to see what's going to happen with her career. You know, you willfully got on a thing and supposedly how they say you snitched. Because, I mean, I ain't in the game. You know, I'm a regular dude. But you out there in the streets and all this other stuff being seen with folks. You got a career. You going to catch flack. But I think, honestly, ain't nothing going to happen with this girl. People still love her. You look at her videos on YouTube, they getting millions of hits. You know, people real forgiving. She'll go back out there a couple months, they'll love her again. And everything goes back to normal. But it's like, you know, you got shot in your foot. You was crying in the ambulance and all this other stuff. You look like a normal human being. Now you're super hoe in your videos. The ass going, the mouth going, like nothing ever happened. How soon we forget. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe.